Melbourne is known to have some of the best coffee in the world, and I decided to spend a couple of days with my friends testing out a lot of different cafes and recording it to bring you guys along. So in this video, I have 10 special cafes that I want to recommend to you guys and share the experience of going there, tasting the coffee, experiencing the vibe. So why don't we just get straight into it? One of our first stops in Collingwood was City Saints. Set in the ground floor of a stunning 19th century heritage building that used to once house a textile workshop. There's a real sense of history as soon as you walk in. Inside, the space blends the old with the new beautifully. They've kept the original brickwork and architectural bones, but they've added some really thoughtful design touches like shelvings for art books, quirky vintage furniture, and even a wall-sized painting of the building itself. There's plenty of seating too, from a big communal table in the middle to a semi-covered outdoor area that catches the light just right. Coffee here, it is spot on. Reliable, well made, and there's a nice variety of pastries and cakes to also choose from. I went with a Magic, which if you're not from Melbourne, it's a bit like a strong flat white, and I paired it with a slice of cardamom cheesecake that was rich but fragrant in the best way. My friends had an iced chai and an iced latte. Everything just worked. The drinks and the dessert combo, it really hit that sweet spot, you know, between comforting and interesting. I think whether you're catching up with your friends, reading a book, or just powering through some work with your laptop, you can definitely enjoy great coffee while also soaking up the interesting heritage vibe that this place actually offers. This was a great first stop to the trip. Now just around the corner is Proud Mary, tucked away in Collingwood again, but honestly you can't really miss it. It's inside another heritage building, but this one has a big iconic chimney that kind of sticks out the front, which makes it feel like a landmark in itself. The menu here, it is also extensive. They take both food and drinks seriously. But what really stood out to me was their passion for specialty coffee and tea. With a variety of natural and washed options for rare single origin beans, there was a real emphasis on pour-overs.
Okay, so what I have here, this is the Snap Chill. Now the waiter, he said it's similar to a Guinness. So what it is, it's a nitrogen infused coffee beverage that comes out of a tap. And as you can tell, this is like kind of sediments with a cream top on the top here, which forms over time. So you leave it for a while for it to settle before you enjoy it. However, the waitress has told me to try it out at different times. Oh, super clean. Not too strong of a flavor. It mentions like chocolate, berries, plum, and apricot notes. It is quite fruity, like the aftertaste is really nice.
Now Tamaki, she got a twist on the same drink, but this one was topped with ice cream, which basically turned it into a next level coffee float. Peace went for a long black, made with an Ethiopian heirloom bean. It had those bright citrusy notes that you'd expect. The space itself was very generous, with both indoor and outdoor seating, but fair warning, it does get busy, especially on the weekends. Still, I think it is worth the wait. Proud Mary is one of those places that's as much about the experience as the coffee itself. Thoughtful, buzzy, and grounded in quality. Now in the same area, if you are ever in the hunt for some good cheesecake, we headed over to Lulu Me, and this place did not disappoint. It's set inside a big warehouse-style building with an open, airy interior. There's an exposed kitchen so you can see the workers making these beautiful cakes, and there's a coffee bar next to it so you can get your coffee fix. Plus there are plenty of low seating options and big windows that let in a ton of natural light. As the name hints, cheesecake is their thing, but here's the twist, you pay by weight. So the slice you get is exactly the size you want. When you dine in, they serve the cake on butcher-style paper, which adds this unexpected, casual touch that actually really works. This was also a very hot day when we visited, so we went for iced drinks, iced lattes and an iced long black to go with the cake. And I have to say, small ice like this is the best. The whole space and the neighborhood, it has a very welcoming vibe. Whether you're just by yourself with a book or catching up with some friends, it feels like the kind of place that you can really settle into with solid coffee and cake that's just a little bit different from the usual. Now let's head into the city and check out some of the cafe options there. Now firstly, Duke's Coffee Roasters has been sitting on my list for quite a while. I actually have this really vivid memory of visiting a few years back and being blown away by their coffee, so I had to come back and see if it's still held up. It's right in the heart of the CBD, and when we arrived it was buzzing, packed with office workers and tourists, all clearly here for the same reason: great coffee. The baristas were super friendly and helpful when it came to picking beans, and there's a nice selection of pastries and cakes to go with your drink. The space itself, it's very compact, mostly standing bars, but we actually got quite lucky with the window seat. Since I was with my friends, this made the whole experience feel that much more special. When I visit a staple cafe like this for the first or second time, I'd like to try something simple like a latte or a magic, just to see how they handle the basics. Alongside that, we ordered an iced latte and a pour over made with light roast specialty beans. Everything, it was brewed so clean and balanced. They even used a switch system, which I thought was very interesting. We also couldn't resist the carrot cake. It was huge. Perfect for sharing between the three of us. Moist, spiced just right, and not overly sweet.
Man, good balance now.
If you're in the city or just wandering around the shops, I'd highly recommend coming here. I think it is such a solid shop, convenient, consistent, and definitely worth the revisit. Around the corner we stopped at another staple cafe, Bench Coffee. There's a few locations around, but this particular one caught my eye thanks to its use of glass bricks in the interior. True to the name, the layout centers around a large standing bench with a few seating options off to the side. It feels designed for that fast-paced crowd with office workers and tourists grabbing quality coffee on the go. Since we drank milk-based coffees before, we actually ordered batch brews here, which had a bold aroma, and honestly, it felt like great value. My cup felt like it just kept going. The staff were really friendly, helping us choose between a couple of batch brew options. One of them even let us taste a different roast, which I actually ended up preferring in the end.
Oh yeah, super different. I think I prefer this actually.
ONDO?
Definitely something I'll remember for next time. Overall, Bench Coffee, I think it's a great little pit stop if you're after a quick, quality coffee in the city, with a few pastries on hand if you need a bite too. After wandering the city for a while, we were definitely ready for something more substantial, and ONDO immediately caught my eye. ONDO is a Korean cafe restaurant that stands out for its minimalist design and refined take on traditional flavors. The space is often calming, with a soft natural light filling the main hall. There's also a counter looking out onto the street, which makes it perfect for solo visitors. The outdoor seating is definitely worth considering. We ordered some much needed food and, of course, the cloudy matcha. It's made with coconut water as the base and then topped with a thick, creamy foam of whisked matcha and then finished with a little lime zest. When you take a full sip and get all of these layers together, the flavor combination is unexpectedly refreshing and totally balanced. If I had any regrets, I probably should have just ordered another one for takeaway. This is the kind of place that gives you a quick escape from those busy streets, a little pocket of calm right in the heart of Melbourne. If you're visiting with a group, just keep in mind that this place you might have to wait a little while.
That's good, that's good. Good difference thing.
So while I was scrolling on Instagram, I actually came across a new spot called Regulars. What caught my attention was their signature drink, the dirty -85 degrees Celsius. This place is located in the heart of the city as well and has definitely gone viral. When we showed up, there were so many people, everyone seemed to be there for the same ice-cold signature dish. The inside, it seemed cozy and warm, however it was just packed full of people and buzzing, but we actually managed to grab a seat outside and of course, I ordered the dirty -85 degrees Celsius for ourselves.
So the milk is frozen, and then they put the espresso on top. They got a crazy machine. Wow, it's so sweet. Oh, maybe it's like sweetened milk or something. I usually like black coffee, milk coffee sometimes too, but I actually really like Vietnamese iced coffee as well, which is sweetened with like condensed milk rather than regular milk. This, I think, is quite interesting because they freeze the milk in the cup.
Okay.
They give you that with 2 espresso shots on top of the frozen milk, which then melts after like 15 seconds. So you get this like very interesting cold chilled bevy. I think the milk is actually sweetened already or something because this is really sweet. Kind of amazing.
I get the hype, it's a creative take on coffee, and I can appreciate when cafes try something a little different. Just a heads up, I don't see the crowd slowing down anytime soon, so be prepared to wait a little bit, but if you're up for something fun and bold, Regulars is definitely worth the stop.
The 3 of them have.
Good morning everyone, I am at the crib and I just had to show you this place because it's actually insane. This is the kitchen, cheers. This is the workout section. Nice vibes. This is the balcony. Up there is bedroom number 1. Bedroom number 1. Big living room. Very nice. Big living room. Yeah, this place is insane. We've got such a great location as well in the heart of Fitzroy. So we've got good access to a lot of cafes. This morning I actually just went to a cafe just around the corner that I mentioned in a previous video called A Coffee. This place is a nice warehouse, open floor plan style cafe. They do good coffee. If you watched my previous Melbourne cafe vlog, I actually introduced A Coffee then as well. I didn't want to make a big section in this video about it because, well, it's in the previous video, but I went there again. It's very good. I got a magic, Peace got a cold brew, Tamaki got an iced latte. They open at 7 a.m, so we went there early morning to get some work done on our computers before heading out to do the rest of today's activities. Anyway, we're going to get along with the day, so see you at the next cafe. Now heading out of the city a little bit, next up is a very exclusive location. My best friends Ryan and Aya's place. Entry is strictly appointment only. I'm just kidding. They're not open for appointment. I was hanging out with my friends and thought I'd include this in the cafe list because I love brewing coffee at home. We threw together a simple yet satisfying brunch. Toasted shokbang, topped with egg salad, cucumber and a sprinkle of shichimi. We had a mini fruit bowl and yogurt on the side and I made some pour over coffee to go with it all. I love being in their home, it's just so welcoming and I was able to fully unwind while just catching up with them, sipping coffee and enjoying some good food, which I think it's even better with company. Now making pour over at home, I think it can get a little bit scary, but trust me, it's really not that difficult and I pretty much make this every single day. If you're watching this video, then you're definitely into coffee and I just highly recommend giving pour over at home a go. One of the things I love to do when traveling is picking up beans from my favorite cafes that I visit. Then once I'm home, I can relive those little moments with every brew that I make. I love tasting coffees out at different cafes, but I also love the ritual and process of making coffee at home, so I thought I'd include this in this video.
It is acidic, right?
It is acidic, yeah. I think it would be better when it was warmer too. Slightly less acidic. Now, if you're in the busy streets of North Melbourne, right in the corner of Abbotsford and Queensbury Street, you'll find Cafe Tone. you're immediately welcomed by this big rotating glass door that leads into a bright, modern space. Inside, there are both large and small tables, perfect whether you're flying solo or catching up with friends. They offer a very strong lineup of specialty coffee, all roasted in the room next door. But as soon as I saw the Tiger Bomb on the menu, I knew I had to try it. It's a bold espresso shot topped with sweetened cream and a touch of orange zest. The Tiger Bomb was rich, sweet, full of coffee flavor, and the citrus hit from the zest made it feel light and refreshing at the same time. The pastries on display, they looked amazing too, definitely worth coming back for, and they also sell coffee beans that they roast there, which there are quite a few options, so you can definitely pick and choose something that you would like. As a first timer as well, I really appreciate how friendly and helpful the staff were. They guided my friends through their wide coffee selection and made it feel all very approachable. If I ever have the chance, I'd definitely love to come back here again with a laptop or a book just to slowly enjoy a cup of coffee and explore more of their home roasted beans in this calm, well-lit space.
Okay, so this wraps up my Melbourne trip. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you ever get the chance to visit the cafes, I'd highly recommend it. Melbourne, they've got such great coffee culture, and if you can have multiple cafes in one day, I'd try to cram as many in as possible. You really can't go wrong. The ones that I mentioned, of course, check them out. I highly recommend them, but do your own research too, because there are so many that I couldn't even visit because I just can't have that many coffees in one short trip. But yeah. Hope you have a nice day. Peace.